Okay. Hi again, everybody. I want to talk a little bit more now. Okay, it's me, Richard Clark, okay, or Wushu Richard Online. I want to talk to you a little bit more on Wing Chun, okay, Wing Chun Kung Fu. I really love Wing Chun Kung Fu. I think it's really, really useful. But it's like I usually blend it in together with my other martial arts. I'm not trying to do Jeet Kune Do as such, you know, the style which was created by Bruce Lee. But it's kind of a similar, idea, because what I do is I blend up what skills work well for me. So with me, it's like Wing Chun's at the heart, and also Tai Chi's at the heart. But then again, with the simple tactics and different kind of alignment and punching and kicking, you could say karate is at the heart, because I used to do karate when I was younger. Then I did heavy duty kickboxing, so that's at the heart of what I'm doing. So I've got karate, kickboxing, Wing Chun, a bit of Tai Chi, plus all the Wushu forms I've been doing, weapons practice and training, techniques I've learned in Aikido, Hapkido, stuff I've studied online too, with like Kempo and Ninjutsu. Literally, okay? All this stuff just comes together. Muay Thai again too, okay? So, Bagua, also the basic Bagua training I've had, which is very, very useful. So it's like, I love it all. Plus Taekwondo, I'm a fan of Taekwondo for the kicking and that, fair enough. So it's like, it all comes together. And it's like, I can never like totally put it all aside and say, look, it's just Wing Chun, you see what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that, that's the same for everybody out there, you are the same. You can't just do your karate, you must do this or that or what else. I'm not saying that, because everybody's different. But what I'm saying is, you will find that it's good to review the different stuff you know and don't let things go rusty. If you've had like different knowledge and different skills in the past, and you know they've been good for you, go back and review them sometimes, take notes down. Something that's helped me over the years has been like writing down lists of techniques that I know, or talking about on video like this, and so I can go back to watch my videos again over the years, and making notes like this on video and on written form has helped me. There's been some videos that I've had and I've deleted. There's been some writings that I've written out and then deleted again, thrown away or lost, and it's been like an ongoing process over the years of just reminding myself again, then forgetting, then reminding myself again, and that's the same as martial arts. It is anyway. It's like when you're in martial arts schools training, you can't always rely on your teacher. You have to start relying on yourself. Otherwise, the teacher's not necessarily going to be there always for you, like any teacher. But it's like the teacher will be like always having to remind you. When you forget, when you're doing a movement, when you're learning a martial art, let's say, you might be learning a stance or be standing there, and it's like when you do the punch, you'll be punching, and the teacher will say, don't forget to bring your hand back, or don't forget to bend your leg or your hip on the ball of the... They'll be having to remind you those things all. Keep your eye on the target when you're punching the pad, don't be looking over there, Or when to breathe, don't be too stiff, to turn to which degree, and things like that, sink your weight, and move in alignment and things. So it's like, there's a lot of things the teacher will have to remind you again and again and again. And one day you don't forget, you don't remember, you don't just stop forgetting. What you do is, you start remembering that he's going to remind you, blah, blah, blah. And that's how you remember it. So what you learn, or subconsciously, what you learn is how to become the master of yourself, how to become that master. You're studying from this guy, that teacher anyway. You're trying to learn the knowledge, whether you're learning from the teacher. So it's like you learn later on in life to not just to learn from other human beings, the teachers around you, or from what people are having to tell you, or the law that people lay down. It's not that at all. You learning what you want to learn in life. What you're observing from the world around you, the same way children will learn from the world around them, you know what I'm saying? So you learn from the world around you, nature, and all of that. So what it is you learn to become the teacher of yourself. You learn to become that master. You learn to always remind it. You learn to remind yourself. You learn to become your own reminder. You know what I mean? Every time you're making a mistake, you're there. The teacher's not there, but you're there forever now. It becomes a habit of hearing that voice telling you, do it this way, no. And you remember that, and that keeps you on the right path. And reviewing, and you go back and there's things you've forgotten over the years, and you go, oh, how was that? Work that again? And you can't quite get it, but you practice and you figure out more than that even by just training. So just constant practice and reviewing your skills and strategies and thinking about them. So what I'm saying is I advise all martial artists out there, or all people that have practiced a number of different skills or arts, to remember to keep them. It could be like survival stuff even. You know what I mean? For outdoor in nature, you need to practice all these different skills. Don't just practice the ones you need or the ones you like best, and the other ones forget them. But you don't need to practice every single one either. But you know, definitely the ones that you've had experience with has helped you in the past. I know this kind of seems like a rambling video now, but what I'm trying to say is, okay, and that's what I've learned, that's what's helped me. So these other skills have helped me so much, and now it's become like my own system of martial art training. And my Wing Chun basically is at the heart for the simple fact that it's so simple in the techniques and the centre line principle. I like that very much. And not only that, to be honest with you, also the actual feeling of it. I just love that feeling of just when you're in close range, you know, when you're learning with sticky hands or training with a partner and you're just learning the different moves, how to block, you know, he's coming in block, you cut that away, smack in, or grab there, boom, and then he grabs your arm, you go into some kind of lock, chip away, boom, boom, and just working all the techniques, you know, on the side there, someone comes from the side, parry, chop, you know what I'm saying, you just work it all in. Over there, you learn how to put the hands in different positions, you know, and you go in with that power. So I like the actual techniques of Wing Chun. I think they're really good. It teaches you to put your hands and your elbows and your hands in the right places and all that. Okay, but to stand strong, like some different training methods that I like to do. I like things like when I'm training outside, I will train, because recently, over in the last couple of years, I've been like combining this training with my Tai Chi a bit too, with Tai Chi principles. When I do my Tai Chi, when I do my Tai Chi training, it's not exactly like people do, like the forms and all this, okay? When I'm training my Tai Chi, it's more like I'm training how to fight and how to feel the fighting essence and feel my power within my body. I will sink in a rooted stance, and I'll be training, turning and working my stepping route, and I'll walk around. How to work it together with the Wing Chun in a more very direct way. And drawing the energy, opening up, stretching a bit, you know, getting my breath in my body again, feeling the chi, you know, whatever the energy. And what I'll be doing is I'll be training outside. Like summertime, I do some training. I've done some hardcore, like physical training in the past in the summer when it's really hot. But in the winter too, I've been doing a lot of training, like on trees and things. Now I'm not saying it's great to be fighting, you know, punching and kicking trees in nature. But what I'm trying to say is I've found them to be like a very good training surface if you don't have a dummy, a wooden dummy to train on or something like that, or like, I just think they're good. I've also trained like, on stuff like my door frames and things like that in here, but you've got to be careful with your house, don't bust up your house, you know what I mean, don't smash up your arms. You've got to be careful if you're training at home too, you know what I mean. But it's like, if you don't have anything to train on, you know what I mean, I don't think lamp posts are very good, but it's like, if you don't have the what we call facilities, let's say, like you're not in a school, or you don't have much money, or there's not a dojo or a school around, or a gym you can go to, and you don't have like punching bags. I mean, if I was training on a punching bag, I'd prefer a very, very heavy punching bag, really, so you can drive the power in and smack, you know, to get that power. But I'm just saying, you know, if you don't have that, then you've got to make do and work on different things. The same as if you're a weightlifter, I think lightweight, I like to do lightweight, so I think heavy weights are not really good for like martial artists, because I don't want to be big and bulky like that. I'd rather be slim and just strong within my structure, fast and, you know, agile. But what it is, okay, is you know, if you don't have weights, you've got to use different things, right? You've got to use your imagination. Martial arts is teaching you to use your imagination. You know, if you don't have, you know, first aid, emergency gear on you or whatever, or a weapon to fight, you know, you've got to do things what you can use instead. That's what we're like in life. We have to make do sometimes. We don't have what we need. We can still do a lot, and we can do a lot more if we use our imagination. It's like before, I once said, if you had a book, let's say if you had a book, and there's a lot of knowledge in the book, but it doesn't tell you anywhere how to get that one step higher, how to reach that key from on top of the ledge there so you can get out the door to get to freedom or get in or out, you know. No, it doesn't. So you're standing there and you give up, but you forget that you can actually stand on top of that book maybe, you know what I mean? And you get a bit higher, won't you, to get it, you see? So it's using your imagination, using things around you with your imagination. You can do anything. Putting your imagination into something. So for me, what I'm saying is like, I will do my Tai Chi training when I'm doing my Tai Chi training, okay? And I'll incorporate it together with the Wing Chun. Wing Chun I feel is great because it's so solid and so simple, but I'll be training my power on different things. Like I'll go, as I'm saying, yeah, on like trees, let's say, and work on that centre line, plus the circle stepping around it and stepping around, excuse me, with my footwork and everything. I'll be working in different kind of techniques and working the strikes, the locks and different motions on it, you know. Or cutting off on that line there, going from stepping around there, shoulder bump, whatever it's going to be. And I'll be working on that, bam, going over, Tai Chi, or I'll be slapping there, chopping, whatever it might be. You know, I might be doing some barbed kind of moves, coiling around it, then going at a longer range again, shadow boxing, like focusing on the thing, shadow kickboxing, whatever. So you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, I'll blend it all up in such a way that it works good for me. When I'm training on trees and stuff, you might see in some old footage I might share with you, okay? I've got a lot of good lesson, old videos and stuff. I might share a few clips with you. You will see that I'm talking about that. I'm talking about how to be solid, you know, really solid as in focusing your power, how to focus your stance, or how to use something like a tree for your power, that to use for your footwork, definitely your footwork, your alignment, your knees, your legs, how to trap with your thighs to guard, your waist, your back, your shoulders, your forearm, conditioning on the thing, for strikes, blocks, all that, your elbows, okay, all that's in there, excuse me, your elbows, all that in there, power, locking, punching, whatever it might be, and being careful of course, but you know what I mean, using the palms and things rolling over, and different kind of essences, okay. So I'll show you some of that, okay, on different videos. I think that's what I'll definitely love to do, okay. And I just hope you enjoy everything I put out. I'm going to continue to share my kind of style, my methods of training with you guys, okay. I will show other tactics, as I say, stuff like from other kung fu systems or karate. I will show things like some weapons training, just for the actual technique training principles, I'm saying. But it's like, it is what it is, you know. You just train how you feel good. But I feel Wing Chun is so good because you can use it to defend yourself so effectively. You learn where the person's hands are, how to literally just block, to stop the hands before they touch you, you know, go straight in. Bam, bam, bam. When the more closer they are pushing in, you just go into different techniques, locks, strikes, whatever it's going to be. You can do a lot of power on it, no matter who you are. You know, with your power there, whether you're a man or woman, whatever, you know, women can use it for self-defense, girls too. And if you're going to get attacked, raped, whatever, you can use the techniques very well. To bam, your whole body, you know, your elbow there, shoulder, whatever it's going to be. Bam, hammer fist, go back up the air, roll over, boom, boom. You can use your technique so, you know, to the point. Bam, someone grabbing me here, smack there, see what I'm saying? Up there, someone come from here. Bam, he blocks that, I take his hand away, I might go for a low kick. But I'm sitting on this chair now, I'm just saying to you, using your imagination is really good. But learning Tai Chi to stand strong and rooted is a very good technique too. So I'll show you some of those methods in other videos, how I work it together, okay? That's what I think I'll do, okay? Thank you very much for watching, very much. Train hard and stay safe always. Thank you guys. Lots to come, always.